Today we're going to talk about what is love, what defines love, how can you love somebody more, or how can you make somebody to love you more. I could have just stayed here and then tried to talk to you about it. But what I decided is I'm going to go out, I'm going to go to in the street and grab 2 or 3 people and ask them their opinion first. The question about what is love, and then, come and then add mine. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm going to experiment. Will that work?
Idea.
Will people be happy to talk to me? A stranger with a microphone? I really don't know. I absolutely don't know.
Please.
But
I don't want to get embarrassed.
if I don't try,
No one will talk to you.
so then how would I know?
Hi. You want to
It's a silly idea, I told you. Yeah. Exactly. No one want to talk to you. Harassing yourself now. I can't believe it. Just go home. Go home, man.
YouTube channel. No one wants to talk to you.
Ah, that's getting embarrassing now. I can't even look. That's embarrassing. We do have some sort of understanding of what is love, but it's from our own perspective or understanding. But it doesn't mean it's wrong or right. I don't think that we do really know when we say, I love you, or I don't love you, what actually does mean. Have you ever thought about the meaning? In practice, what it's like to love somebody, do we know? It is an emotional thing, or it is a physical thing? What it is? Do you love me?
I don't love you, but I love you as a person. Ask him the question.
I don't know you like that, so I don't love you.
Love is a strong word. Love is a very strong word.
L'amore è qualcosa che è così difficile da spiegare perché in fondo è una parola, però non è una parola. È un qualcosa di così grande, così difficile da descrivere e c'è dietro tutto un mondo.
Love is open heart. Love is a thing where I don't use that term slightly. It's just where a thing, if it's family, if it's close friends.
If you're talking about like love thy neighbour, then that's different. Like, it depends on what term of love, because there's different types of love. But no, yeah.
From my view, I'm talking about real, truthful love. If there is one. The one which rooted into 8 elements, which is respect, kindness, compassion, happiness, understanding, responsibility, selfishness, and giving.
Abbiamo un po' perso questa concezione di amare gli altri, però in realtà è più facile amare che odiare gli altri, quindi...
I always say to somebody, I love you, but it's different for when you talk to your partner or your wife or boyfriend or something else. It's different because they are including more responsibilities.
When you say to somebody, I love you, I guess what you mean is that you respect them. You want to offer them happiness and comfort. That you have a compassion toward them. And you want to remove their suffering and their sadness.
Amare il sapersi capire, il sapersi sentirsi vicino, ed è sicuramente più bello che odiare gli altri e far del male al prossimo.
Love is passion. Is just the two kind of the two animal emotion be together and like very fun things. But after you're gonna thinking what kind of the thing is including the love is not only love, is the family, is the responsibility, take care each other, all the things.
Okay, you got your love in your family, you got love in the person that's gonna be like your other half, and then loving people that are around you just because we're all the same. We're not the same people, but we're all here on this earth doing living. So love nature.
But if it's some random person or if it's like acquaintance, it's not really love. It's like, you're my friend, you hang around with me, but after uni or college, I don't want to see you after that, basically.
Let's say, okay, then the word love is big one.
Yeah.
It's complex one. So if I say, do you like me?
You haven't done anything for us to dislike you, but we don't know you enough to say anything at the same time.
We know you're on a neutral standing. You haven't done anything to irritate us. You haven't done anything to loathe you. You haven't done anything for us to love you. It's just like neutral standing.
But often when we say, I love you, we focus mostly on the idea of the I, who is doing the loving, and less on the person who we are offering the love to. I mean, this is because we think that love, the person I, is the most important person in that relationship, which has all the loving and want to offer to the other person, who is in that case you, but that's create a power of unbalance. That's why we get much frustrated when we offer our love to somebody and is rejected. And then we go like, how dare are you to refuse the offer of love I'm offering to you? You should be so grateful of the love that I'm giving you. And you should be lying down, worshiping me because I love you. Let me tell you, that's wrong. There is no such thing as I alone in the I love you. It is a team thing. Each one is as much important as the other person. You cannot build a lovely relationship, a loving relationship if both of you are not happy in it, and if you're not satisfied in it, right? That's why, we have a loving relationship which, when it's break, lead to hatred. We cannot exist by ourselves. We can only enter be. So when you love someone, you feel their suffering. Their suffering become your suffering, and your happiness is their happiness. That's when we are in a state of sadness or pain or joy, we always want to be with the person or the people we love the most. Right? And when you share that sadness with the person that you love, the pain is kind of reduced. You suffer less because the intensity of the suffering, of the pain is divided. But for the case of joy, of happiness, but it's worked the opposite way. When you share your happiness, your joy with the person that you love, it's kind of increase the happiness, it's kind of amplify that. With this way of seeing, you speak and act, differently. This act itself can relieve so much suffering. But you get to offer any love to anyone. I mean, let's put it, before you offer any love to anybody, right? Think about this. You can offer something only when you have it. In love is the same thing. The starting point of love is yourself. Do you love yourself enough? Can you create a moment of happiness and joy for your own nourishment? Can you do that? If you cannot, then the first thing for you, it is by accepting yourself. It's by learning to love and to heal yourself. When you do that, then you have something to offer to the other person or to other people. In deep relationship, there is no longer a boundary between you and the other person. You are her and she is you. Your suffering is her suffering. And your understanding of your own suffering help your loved one to suffer less. Suffering and happiness are no longer individual matter in a love relationship. You know, that's why we suffer a great deal of pain when something happened to our loved one. We feel the same pain. It's like it's happened to us too. Right? And also their happiness is our happiness too. It's like your suffering is their suffering. When you love someone, you need to trust and have confidence on yourself. You know, love without trust is not yet love. You know, of course, first you have to trust and respect and have a confidence on yourself. To love without knowing how to love only wound the person we aim to love. Because at that moment, you don't know how to love. It is simple. First, you have to understand how to love. Start by loving yourself. If you do it in the right way, then you will find it easy to love somebody. So we have to understand them. To understand, you know, we need to listen. And you should learn to have the capacity to bring relief to yourself. That means you need to help yourself suffer less. I think these are not. If you don't understand the root of your suffering, you cannot help yourself or anyone. Just as, you know, when you go to see a doctor, for example, the doctor cannot help you if she doesn't or he doesn't understand your problem. Is it right? The more you understand, the more you love. The more you love, the more you understand. There are two sides of the same reality. The mind of love and the mind of understanding are the same. You cannot love without understanding the person that you're trying to love. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching again. And I really hope that you learned something from this video today. Don't forget to subscribe here or there or there. Anywhere that says subscribe, just press the button so that you know next week we get you more video like this. And also like, share with your friend. And if you have your understanding of what is love, please put that in the comment below and let the world see that. Right? Fantastic. Guys, always love you so much and see you next time.